everyone, it's Annie again, and today we're doing a week 3 decoration video, well, tutorial. So update. I didn't get a chance to film my sticker hack video yet because I want to wait until I get my PR inserts to do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until I have my PR inserts in order to record my sticker hack video for you. I tried doing it with these inserts and I just didn't like how it looked, so that's why I decided to wait until I could get my PR inserts. Oh, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I have a lisp. I have this really painful, like, canker sore in my mouth and it really hurts, so I'm talking like I have a lisp. I don't, but it sounds like it. So yeah, I'm gonna hop right into the video. So my theme for week 3, I went off of these fruit stickers that I got like years ago. I don't even know where I got it, but they're just a Sticko brand. I think it was just like 99 cents for a sheet. And I fell in love with the watermelon stickers, so I went off these 2 watermelon stickers as my theme. So going off of the stickers, I chose these washi tapes to match, like this. So, you know, just pink and green. These 2 are from Recollections. They're just polka dotted green and pink. And then these 2 slim tapes are from MT, and they're I think the 5mm width. I did place an order for the 3mm ones, which is even thinner than this, but they're really cute and I really wanted them, so yeah. So these are from MT. So those are the washi tapes I used. I used these 2 inks for my checklist, my to-do list. You can barely even see the green on my sheets, but the 2 colors I chose are key lime and pink grapefruit. Let me see if I can focus on this. So yeah, pink grapefruit and key lime. So I inked both inserts with the key lime already, but it's so light, that's why I didn't bother film myself stamping the sheets, or the inserts you could see. So instead, I'll be stamping with the pink grapefruit right here, here, and here. And then I have the green here, here, and here. So it's kind of just alternating. And then the stamp that I'm using is this one here by Studio LTE, and it's from the Planet set. And a lot of people didn't really like this particular stamp from the Planet set because it took up too much room, like with the personal sized inserts or the pocket sized inserts. But considering I'm using A5 sized inserts, I have the room in order to use this. So due to that, you know, she came out with her new set, which is a listed stamp set, and then she shortened up the lines and then gave you separate check boxes that you can choose to use. So you do have that option when it comes to the new listed stamp set. So that's the stamp that I used, and yeah, that's everything. So I'm gonna move this over so that I can hop into it and start decorating. So the first thing I did was I used the green right up top. And I'm sorry if I come into view. And you know, I'm definitely no pro at this, so. Oop. Just do the best that you can. Okay, yeah, I gotta start over. Of course, you know, when I did it earlier, I didn't mess up at all, but when it comes to the filming part, I screw up. Typical. And then this side, I'm just gonna fix. That's the good thing about washi tape, is that you can reposition it without damaging the insert, but that's only if you have a good quality washi tape. Some of the lower quality ones, even when you peel it, it takes some of the paper with you. So I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, because one of my viewers did ask what tool I was using in order to do this. You can get this at any craft store. It's just a regular plain X-Acto knife. I did buy a new one, but I haven't opened it yet. And this one's still usable, so this is what I'm using. So just using the X-Acto knife, I'm going to trim. Well, not trim, but, you know, cut off the excess. You guys can see what I'm doing. Voila. And then the next thing I did was I used the pink polka dot washi tape for the bottom. And with the KKK inserts, there's a section for birthdays with every day. There's like a line for it, and I don't use that, so I don't mind having my washi tape covered up on the bottom. Okay, that run was pretty well, and now just trimming with my X-Acto knife again. Very, very simple. And then the next thing I did was I used the pink MT Slim tape right here, and I didn't cut it into like a banner or an arrowhead at all. I just placed it right there. I didn't really care much for cutting the head, the end I should say. And then trim. And then the next one I used was this green one right here. Now this part is a little tricky just because the KKK inserts, one thing I don't like about it is that like the number of the day, or what I'm trying to say is the Saturday and the Sunday, they don't have their own horizontal row or whatever. They're cut in half. And then the way that the KKK inserts are is that they have the day up top of the line and then the number of the date on the bottom of the line. And that just makes things tougher to decorate. I would prefer if like they were both on one line. But yeah, well, that's one thing about the KKK inserts that I don't like. And then trim that. Okay, so the washi tape is done. And the next thing I did was that I inked. So, using my Versamagic chalk ink dewdrop in pink grapefruit. If I can open. I am going to ink my stamp, and I hope the color payoff will be better than the key lime. The reason why I'm using the Versamagic chalk inks is because the KKK inserts are so thin that if you use any other type of ink, it'll show through. Like it'll bleed through to the other side of the insert. So, because personally, I don't like using my Versamagic chalk inks with my acrylic stamps. When it comes to wiping it down, it's very hard to clean. So yeah, that shows up more. But it's hard to clean off your acrylic stamp with the chalk inks. So I don't like using them with my acrylic stamps, but because they're so light in color and consistency or whatever, you don't get bleed through. So I'm like forced to use the chalk inks. I had no problems at all when it came to using them with my Muji stamp. I could still clean it off easily, but oh well. And then this one. So yeah, the pink shows up a lot more than the lime green, but that's expected because lime green is such a light color. So that's all the inking that I'll be doing, and I'm gonna clean off my stamp with a baby wipe. If you guys have any ideas, like better ideas of cleaning off acrylic stamps, please comment down below and share them with me, because this whole baby wipe thing is not working for me. Because like when I'm wiping it down, pieces of the baby wipe will get stuck to the acrylic stamp, which freaks me out because I don't want it to like create blurred lines for the next time that I use it. But yeah. Okay. That's as clean as I can get it. I'm gonna put my stamp back in here. Okay, so that is done. And now all that there's left to do is place my watermelon stickers on. If I can get it out. Okay, so this big guy. It's too much green. Let's put this here. And this one, which is super duper cute, I'll put right up here. And then I could also put this green lime. I know it's not a watermelon, but because it's green, I can still use it. I'm gonna put him right there. So yeah, I don't like using too many stickers because I do use sticky notes for special events. So that's enough stickers for me. Let's give you options. 12 minutes, not too bad. I feel like, I know a lot of you guys enjoy when I give you options of what to use with sticky notes. But because I mean, I don't own a store, I only have, you know, a certain amount of sticky notes. I feel like I'm always showing you guys the same things. But I would use any of these pink ones and this green one. Green and pink. The pink panda one. Anything that I think would match this pink. Not this pink, because this pink is too light. This one I would use. I could use this one on the bottom. Those are too light. I could use that one. Not those. And not those. Let's see. Another thing that I want to do is, hold on. I want to use my reinforcer dot set Jasmine from Filofax shared with me. Hi Jasmine, thank you for sharing these with me. I keep them in my Malden, like for on the go. So I'm going to, let's use these two. I'm going to use the green ones and these darker pink ones. So what I'm going to do is, what I like to do is I like to alternate. So, do, oh, and for those of you guys who don't know, oops, these are called punched for seal holes, which are just reinforcers, and they are from Daiso. You can only get them on Daiso unless you're lucky and you find an eBay seller or an Etsy seller. But they are manufactured for Daiso stores, which we don't have on the East Coast here. So if you're lucky and you're on the West Coast and you have a Daiso store near you, try to find these because they are super, super cute. And then I'm going to do green ones. You know, in order to save the product, I just alternate instead of doing all of the holes. Because it still looks cute, and it saves you some of the reinforcers. So you don't have to use all of them. Or use up all of them. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess that's it. That's all I want to do decoration-wise. So let me put these inside my Malden. And then I'll show you how last week's pages turned out. so here are the inserts inside of my Malden. Make sure I get all these sharp objects out of the way so I don't end up scratching up my baby. So yes, that's how it looks inside my Malden. As you guys know, this is my A5 sized vintage pink Malden that I recently got. And if I can get it all into frame, that's how the inserts look. And then last week's pages turned out like this. Because you guys did see me decorate, my tutorial on how I decorated week 2's pages. So I wanted to show you guys what they look like when they were finished. So I'm gonna lift that up and try to get it into frame. And yeah, ta-da! That's how it turned out. So that's it. Oh, and another quick update. I added a charm to my Filofax. Can you see her? She's like a little, what are they called? Kimono girls? Geisha girls? Crap. Oh, Kokeshi dolls. I got her on my trip to California with Kev over the summer in June, and I just recently pulled her out and decided she would look beautiful with my Malden, so I attached her. So now she's with me and my Malden. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my decorations, and I guess stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Thank you. Bye!